Imagine standing at the threshold of an ancient temple hidden deep within the majestic Himalayas. You've journeyed here driven by an unexplainable longing, searching for a secret capable of transforming your very essence, a hidden energy the sages refer to as Kundalini. But what exactly is Kundalini, and why do ancient yogis believe this power can profoundly alter your life? In this video, you won't just discover the mysterious origins and sacred truths of Kundalini, but you'll also encounter groundbreaking scientific evidence proving its power to literally reshape your brainwaves and electromagnetic field, a truth often overshadowed by modern commercialization. Before we begin, for those of you new here, Mystica Nexus is a channel dedicated to ancient spiritual wisdom, helping you deeply connect with your inner self amidst the noise of modern life. If you're passionate about uncovering your hidden potential, hit the like and subscribe button now and share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to support your journey. Now, let's embark together and uncover precisely what Kundalini truly is. What is Kundalini? Kundalini is often described as an extraordinary spiritual energy, envisioned as a serpent coiled 3.5 times at the base of your spine in a sacred area known as Muladhara, or the root chakra. The Sanskrit term Kundalini literally translates to coiled serpent, vividly capturing the essence of this dormant force. But why a serpent? Ancient wisdom reveals that the serpent symbolizes transformative energy and divine feminine power, signifying renewal, healing, and profound spiritual growth. According to classical yogic texts, Kundalini isn't merely metaphorical, it represents a tangible, yet subtle cosmic energy stored within every individual. For thousands of years, mystics, yogis, and spiritual seekers have dedicated their lives to awakening this latent power, believing that its activation can lead to extraordinary states of consciousness and profound spiritual enlightenment. In Indian spiritual traditions, Kundalini is deeply intertwined with the divine feminine principle known as Shakti, the primordial cosmic energy responsible for creation and transformation throughout the universe. Shakti is envisioned as the motherly force nurturing all existence, and Kundalini awakening represents the reuniting of individual consciousness with this universal life force. Imagine a power within you, capable of not only connecting you intimately to the vast cosmos, but also healing emotional wounds and transforming inner turmoil into profound inner peace. Perhaps you have experienced brief glimpses of Kundalini without even realizing it, moments of inexplicable warmth, a gentle tingling sensation at the base of your spine, or profound moments of clarity during deep meditation or contemplation. These subtle signs are reminders that Kundalini is ever present, patiently awaiting your conscious attention to awaken and guide you toward a more enlightened and balanced existence. Yet, the profound potential of Kundalini extends far beyond subtle sensations. When fully awakened, Kundalini energy rises powerfully upward through your body's 7 primary energy centers, or chakras, Muladhara at the base of the spine, followed by Svadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Visuddha, Anja, and culminating at Sahasrara, the crown chakra. Each of these chakras governs essential aspects of your emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual well-being, and their alignment and activation through Kundalini awakening can bring about a remarkable transformation in your overall quality of life. However, the true beauty of Kundalini lies in its transformative capacity. Many ancient texts describe this awakening as the ultimate spiritual journey, one that elevates human consciousness from ordinary awareness to an enlightened state where profound compassion, clarity, and universal connectivity flourish effortlessly. This is why sages and spiritual leaders have consistently emphasized Kundalini as a central pillar of human spiritual evolution. But here lies a critical point often lost or distorted in modern interpretations, particularly in Western culture. Due to commercialization and superficial treatments, the authentic, deeply transformative essence of Kundalini has frequently been diluted, simplified, or misunderstood. This widespread misrepresentation risks turning this sacred energy into just another consumer trend, causing people to overlook its genuine spiritual and healing potential. Have you ever wondered if your previous encounters with Kundalini teachings were truly aligned with ancient wisdom, or merely surface-level representations? In this exploration, we aim to dispel these misconceptions and reconnect you directly with Kundalini's authentic power. As we continue, prepare yourself to journey deeper, because in the next section, we'll explore exactly who can awaken Kundalini and reveal why this transformative energy is more relevant to your life today than ever before. Who can awaken Kundalini? Every human being possesses Kundalini energy, lying dormant yet accessible at the base of their spine. You don't need special qualifications or unique spiritual heritage to awaken this powerful force. It resides naturally within you, waiting patiently for your conscious acknowledgement. Historically, however, Kundalini awakening has been predominantly associated with dedicated yogis, spiritual practitioners, and enlightened masters who devoted their lives to rigorous practices, meditation, and self-discipline. Renowned sages such as Patanjali, the ancient Indian philosopher who codified the foundational Yoga Sutras, and Yogananda, who brought Eastern spiritual practices to the Western world, are famous examples of individuals who successfully awakened Kundalini. Their profound experiences have inspired countless spiritual seekers, demonstrating that the activation of Kundalini is attainable through dedication and proper guidance. Yet, it's vital to recognize that Kundalini awakening is not exclusive to monks or yogis isolated in remote caves. In fact, this energy is becoming increasingly relevant and accessible to modern individuals, particularly seniors, who often find themselves at pivotal life crossroads. Perhaps you've retired from years of professional commitments and now find yourself seeking deeper meaning, purpose, or emotional healing. The Kundalini awakening process can offer profound spiritual clarity, emotional renewal, and enhanced quality of life precisely at a time when you might feel uncertain or disconnected. Today, an ever-growing number of seniors across the globe are actively seeking Kundalini awakening as a way to enrich their spiritual life, enhance emotional well-being, and deepen their connections with others. As life expectancy continues to rise, so does the desire for meaningful spiritual practices that can guide individuals through later life stages with grace, wisdom, and peace. Moreover, science now supports the ancient wisdom, providing empirical evidence that Kundalini practices, when correctly undertaken, can improve mental clarity, emotional resilience, and overall physical health. This convergence of ancient wisdom and modern science empowers individuals, especially seniors, to embark on their own transformative journey confidently and safely. Reflect for a moment. Do you sense that the awakening of your Kundalini could profoundly impact your life? As we venture further, let us discover the rich historical roots of Kundalini, exploring exactly when and where this sacred energy first emerged. When and where did Kundalini originate? To truly appreciate the power of Kundalini, it's essential to journey back through time, to its very roots, to the ancient civilizations of India, where this remarkable spiritual energy was first discovered, revered, and deeply understood. Thousands of years ago, in the lush river valleys and sacred mountains of ancient India, profound spiritual insights emerged, giving birth to timeless wisdom and transformative spiritual practices. The earliest mentions of Kundalini date back to ancient Sanskrit scriptures known as the Upanishad, profound philosophical texts composed around the 9th century BC. Within these texts, sages meticulously described a hidden spiritual force sleeping at the base of the human spine, a force capable of awakening extraordinary powers of consciousness and divine connection. Yet, Kundalini truly blossomed within the mystical traditions of Tantra, especially between the 8th and 12th centuries. Tantra, a profound spiritual path emphasizing direct experiences of the divine, provided detailed methods for awakening and harnessing Kundalini energy. Tantric sages recognized that Kundalini was not just an abstract idea, it was a tangible, transformative force capable of uniting human consciousness with universal energy. Deep in secluded forest, hermit adjacent sacred mountain caves, ancient tantric yell is to cultivating this profound inner awakening. As centuries passed, Kundalini teachings further expanded through the development of Hatha Yoga, emerging around the 15th century. Yogis began to emphasize physical postures, asanas, breathing techniques, pranayama, and meditation practices specifically designed to awaken and guide Kundalini energy upward through the chakras. These teachings were meticulously documented in classical texts, such as the Hatha Yoga P, or Adipika, and the Shiva Samhita, providing detailed guidance on safely and effectively harnessing Kundalini. Now imagine yourself back in medieval India. You're walking through a dense, quiet forest, hearing only the faint rustling of leaves beneath your feet. Ahead lies a simple yet tranquil hermitage, home to a wise yogi deeply immersed in meditation. These yogis documented their profound experiences, describing the sensations, visions, and emotional transformations occurring as Kundalini awakened within them. Their writings became treasured guides for future generations, illuminating the path towards spiritual enlightenment and profound inner peace. Yet, for centuries, Kundalini remained relatively unknown outside the spiritual traditions of India. This began to change dramatically in the early 20th century when Western scholars and explorers first encountered these profound teachings. In 1919, Sir John Woodroffe, a British Orientalist writing under the pen name Arthur Avalon, introduced the Western world to Kundalini through his groundbreaking work, The Serpent Power. For the first time, Western audiences could glimpse the depth, complexity, and spiritual potential of Kundalini awakening, igniting widespread curiosity and fascination. But perhaps the most remarkable turning point in Kundalini's modern history occurred in 1932 when the renowned Swiss psychologist Carl Jung delivered a landmark lecture on Kundalini Yoga in Zurich. Jung, deeply fascinated by Eastern spirituality, recognized Kundalini awakening as a powerful psychological and spiritual phenomenon capable of deeply transforming human consciousness. He saw Kundalini not merely as spiritual mysticism, but as a profound psychological reality, a transformative force that could facilitate deep inner healing and self-realization. Jung's insights not only validated Kundalini's relevance to modern psychology, but also sparked greater acceptance and curiosity among Western scholars and spiritual seekers alike. Today, Kundalini is widely acknowledged globally, embraced by spiritual communities, psychotherapists, and scientists who increasingly recognize its potential to facilitate profound inner transformation. Despite this worldwide acceptance, it's crucial to honor the authenticity of Kundalini's origins and teachings. Misinterpretations and commercial adaptations and distort Kundalini's profound spiritual purpose, leading individuals away from its true transformative essence. Pause for a moment and reflect. Have you ever considered that the teachings you've encountered about Kundalini might differ from the original wisdom discovered thousands of years ago? Are we losing something essential by disconnecting Kundalini from its authentic roots? As we continue our exploration, you'll discover precisely why Kundalini remains critically important today, particularly in modern life, where many seek deeper meaning and emotional fulfillment. Join me as we uncover how awakening Kundalini can profoundly impact your personal spiritual journey and why understanding its true significance is essential for your transformation. Why is Kundalini so important? Why, amidst countless spiritual teachings and practices, does Kundalini hold such profound importance, especially today? To answer this fully, we must explore Kundalini not merely as a concept, but as the ultimate pathway toward spiritual awakening and the profound transformation of human consciousness. At its core, Kundalini awakening represents an extraordinary journey toward enlightenment. When this dormant energy stirs and begins its upward ascent through your body's subtle energy centers, it progressively clears emotional blockages, heals past traumas, and elevates your awareness to unprecedented heights. This process is not simply about reaching higher states of consciousness, it's fundamentally about reconnecting with your true, authentic self and experiencing universal unity with all existence. According to ancient yogic wisdom, when Kundalini fully ascends through the chakras and merges with Sahasrara, the crown cockerel located at the top of your head, an extraordinary experience known as samadhi occurs. Samadhi is described as an ecstatic state of union with universal consciousness, where individual identity dissolves into a boundless ocean of spiritual bliss and profound inner peace. Imagine, even if just for a moment, what it would feel like to experience complete unity with all things, freed from the weight of fear, doubt, and isolation. This is precisely why Kundalini has remained the pinnacle of spiritual aspiration for millennia. Yet, the profound benefits of Kundalini awakening are not solely limited to moments of spiritual ecstasy. On a practical, day-to-day level, awakening your Kundalini can dramatically enhance your quality of life. Those who have experienced Kundalini awakening often report heightened intuition, profound emotional resilience, greater creativity, and increased compassion toward others. It nurtures within you an unshakable sense of inner calm, even amidst life's inevitable turbulence. Perhaps you've already sensed glimpses of these transformative qualities, moments of clarity, joy, or peaceful insight arising spontaneously during meditation or deep contemplation. These experiences are often subtle reminders of your innate connection to this powerful cosmic energy. Moreover, Kundalini's transformative potential extends far beyond personal well-being. As your Kundalini awakens and your consciousness expands, you naturally develop a deeper sense of empathy and inner connectedness. Your compassion grows effortlessly, leading you to treat others with genuine kindness and understanding. Ancient yogis recognized this shift as essential not just for individual enlightenment, but for fostering harmony within communities and society at large. Imagine a world where awakened Kundalini is commonplace, where compassion and spiritual insight naturally guide human interactions and decisions. However, at this juncture, it's essential to pause and acknowledge an uncomfortable yet critical truth, a perspective that challenges much of what the modern spiritual industry often presents about Kundalini. The rapid spread of Eastern spiritual traditions into the West, particularly since the 1960s, has seen Kundalini often stripped of its deeper, authentic significance. Commercialized versions of Kundalini teachings have diluted this sacred energy into superficial trends or exotic spiritual commodities. Workshops and courses promise rapid awakenings, ignoring the necessary preparation, genuine commitment, and proper guidance historically emphasized by authentic Kundalini masters. This Western commercialization has unwittingly created unrealistic expectations and even misconceptions about the nature and purpose of Kundalini awakening. Have you encountered Kundalini teachings that felt overly simplistic or superficial? Have you wondered whether these teachings truly honored Kundalini's profound, transformative potential, or merely presented it as another spiritual trend? Authentic Kundalini awakening is neither quick nor effortless. It demands patience, dedication, and sincere inner preparation. Traditional yogic texts emphasize a gradual, guided process, always conducted with mindfulness and reverence. Recognizing this, contemporary spiritual seekers, especially seniors, seeking genuine depth in their spiritual practices, are increasingly drawn to authentic Kundalini teachings precisely because they resonate with their desire for meaningful and lasting spiritual transformation. Furthermore, the appeal of Kundalini awakening to modern individuals, especially those navigating significant life transitions or seeking deeper meaning in retirement, is increasingly evident. As our lifespan extends and we find ourselves with more time for inner reflection, practices like Kundalini awakening become ever more valuable, offering profound tools for emotional healing, spiritual enrichment, and inner peace. In fact, psychological research now affirms the tangible emotional and mental health benefits derived from authentic Kundalini practices. Studies have shown that regular, mindful Kundalini meditation can significantly reduce anxiety, depression, and emotional stress, while simultaneously enhancing cognitive clarity and emotional resilience. This powerful blend of ancient spiritual wisdom and modern scientific validation makes Kundalini awakening not just relevant, but perhaps essential in today's increasingly complex and stressful world. Reflect now upon your own life. Have you felt a yearning for deeper spiritual connection, emotional clarity, or a sense of greater purpose? Perhaps you've wondered if Kundalini could genuinely guide you toward fulfilling these desires. The ancient sages emphatically believed so, dedicating entire lifetimes to unlocking Kundalini's profound spiritual secret. Ultimately, Kundalini is important not merely as a spiritual concept, but as a transformative experience capable of fundamentally altering your perception of life itself. It represents the meeting point between ancient wisdom and modern need, between spiritual aspiration and practical reality. And within this convergence lies Kundalini's greatest promise, a path toward genuine inner transformation, profound healing, and lasting spiritual awakening. Yet, you may still wonder, how exactly does one awaken Kundalini safely, and what are the genuine physical and emotional experiences one can expect? Stay with me, because in our next section, we'll explore precisely how Kundalini awakening actually unfolds and the astonishing scientific evidence that confirms its powerful effects on your body and mind. Structure of energy, chakras and channels. To fully appreciate how Kundalini awakening occurs, it's essential to understand your body's intricate energetic structure, particularly the 7 major chakras and 3 primary energy channels through which Kundalini energy ascends. Your chakras, or energy centers, act like energetic gateways, influencing your physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Starting at the base of your spine lies Muladhara, the root chakra, associated with grounding, security, and survival instincts. It's precisely here, at Muladhara, that Kundalini energy initially rests in a dormant state, symbolized as a coiled serpent. As Kundalini begins awakening, it moves upward towards Svadhisthana, the sacral chakra located just below your navel. This center governs your creativity, emotional expression, and relationships. When activated, you may experience enhanced creativity and emotional freedom. Next, Kundalini reaches Manipura, located near your solar plexus. This chakra is associated with personal power, confidence, and self-esteem. Activating Manipura often results in greater inner strength, assertiveness, and an empowered sense of self-worth. The energy continues upward, reaching Anahata, your heart chakra. Here, Kundalini facilitates profound emotional healing, amplifying your capacity for unconditional love, empathy, and forgiveness, qualities essential for genuine spiritual growth. Kundalini then ascends toward Visuddha, your throat chakra, linked with communication, authenticity, and self-expression. Awakening this center allows you to express your truth clearly and authentically, free from fear or self-doubt. Awakening process and methods. Ascending further, Kundalini reaches the famous third eye chakra, Ajna, located between your eyebrows. Activation here enhances intuition, spiritual insight, and clarity of perception, allowing you to see life through a more profound spiritual lens. Finally, Kundalini energy culminates at Sahasrara, the crown chakra at the top of your head. When energy fully ascends here, you may experience profound spiritual union, a powerful sense of cosmic consciousness, and deep inner peace. But how exactly does Kundalini ascend through these chakras? This journey takes place along 3 primary subtle energy channels within your energetic body: Ida, Pingala, and Susamna. Ida and Pingala are 2 energy channels intertwining like a helix around the central Susamna channel. Ida is associated with cooling, feminine energy, and Pingala with warming, masculine energy. Balanced flow between these 2 channels enables Kundalini to rise gracefully up through the central channel, Susamna, eventually reaching Sahasrara. Can you envision the remarkable process of Kundalini energy ascending through these centers within you, gently transforming every facet of your being? Now that you understand your energetic structure, let's explore precisely how Kundalini awakening is initiated through practical and safe methods. Awakening Kundalini energy is a deeply transformative journey that requires thoughtful, dedicated practice. Traditionally, several paths have been followed, each profoundly effective and capable of guiding you safely toward genuine awakening. The first method, well known in traditional yoga, involves disciplined practice of physical postures or asanas combined with specific breathing techniques called pranayama. Yoga postures such as seated poses, spinal twists, and gentle back bends are designed to gradually open and balance your chakras, clearing energetic blockages and preparing your subtle body for Kundalini's ascension. Simultaneously, pranayama techniques such as alternate nostril breathing nadi, shadhan, harmonize the flow of energy through Ida and Pingala, enabling a smooth ascent through Susamna. The second powerful path toward Kundalini awakening is mantra meditation. Mantras, specific vibrational sounds repeated either silently or aloudly, carry unique energetic qualities that directly stimulate your chakras. For instance, chanting the mantras at Nam Truth is my identity repeatedly can profoundly activate Kundalini energy, guiding it upward with gentle precision. Mantra meditation's potency lies in its ability to create deep inner resonance, aligning your energy channels and chakras effortlessly and effectively. Another significant method practiced within Kundalini traditions is meditation focused on visualizing the chakras. By calmly concentrating on each chakra, visualizing them as glowing energy centers radiating specific colors, such as red for Muladhara or green for Anahata, you consciously direct energy upward, gently awakening dormant Kundalini. This meditative visualization practice heightens your awareness, clearing energetic pathways and fostering emotional healing. Yet perhaps the most profound and direct Kundalini awakening method is Shaktipat initiation. Shaktipat refers to a sacred energy transmission directly from an enlightened guru or spiritual teacher to a prepared student. This energetic transmission can immediately awaken Kundalini in a safe and controlled manner, rapidly accelerating spiritual growth. Ancient texts and contemporary testimonies alike recount extraordinary experiences during Shaktipat initiation, feelings of deep bliss, visions of profound spiritual clarity, and immediate energetic shifts. At this point, you might wonder which method is best suited to you. While each method is effective, your choice depends upon your unique personality, lifestyle, and spiritual readiness. Importantly, authentic Kundalini traditions emphasize the value of gradual, mindful progression under careful guidance from experienced teachers. Hastening the process or approaching Kundalini awakening without proper preparation may lead to challenges or discomfort known as Kundalini syndrome. It's precisely here that modern science provides invaluable insights supporting these ancient practices. Recent research confirms that disciplined Kundalini meditation, pranayama, and guided visualizations can measurably improve brain function, reduce anxiety, and enhance overall emotional well-being. This scientific validation empowers contemporary seekers, especially seniors, to embark confidently on this remarkable inner journey. Perhaps you've already practiced one or more of these methods or felt intrigued by the potential for profound transformation. Have you had experiences with yoga, mantra, or meditation that sparked subtle signs of Kundalini awakening? Share your experiences below in the comments. We'd love to hear your story and support your path towards spiritual awakening. As we proceed, let's explore deeper into what exactly occurs when Kundalini awaken, how it profoundly influences you physically, emotionally, and spiritually, and the remarkable scientific evidence confirming its measurable impact on your body and consciousness. Physical and psychological signs. When Kundalini begins to awaken within you, its presence manifests through unmistakable physical sensations and emotional shifts. Physically, the initial activation often presents as a gentle warmth or mild tingling sensation rising upward along your spine. As Kundalini ascends through your energy centers, this sensation may intensify into waves of heat, gentle vibrations, or subtle pulsations spreading throughout your body. Emotionally, the awakening journey is equally profound. You might experience heightened emotional sensitivity, spontaneous feelings of joy, compassion, or even brief emotional release, as long-held energetic blockages dissolve. Vivid, symbolic visions or intuitive insights frequently accompany Kundalini's ascent moments when suddenly you grasp deep spiritual truths with remarkable clarity. These experiences aren't merely symbolic or imaginary. Rather, they're direct indicators that your subtle energetic body is actively realigning itself, opening channels that had long been dormant. The outcome is a powerful shift in your overall consciousness, enhanced intuition, deeper empathy, and greater resilience to life stresses. But perhaps the most beautiful result of Kundalini's awakening is the profound sense of connection to yourself, to others, and to the universe itself. Imagine experiencing a reality where separation and fear diminish, replaced instead by a constant, effortless sense of unity and profound inner peace. Yet, as with any powerful transformative journey, Kundalini awakening requires guidance and balance. As you move deeper into this process, recognizing these physical and emotional signals will be essential in navigating your own path, safely, unconsciously. Now let's uncover astonishing scientific findings that confirm these energetic experiences, findings that may challenge everything you previously thought possible about the human body's relationship with spiritual energy. The measurable power of Kundalini. Perhaps most fascinating and profoundly reassuring is the growing body of scientific research confirming that Kundalini awakening has measurable, tangible effects on your physical body, particularly your brain and electromagnetic field. In recent decades, neuroscientists employing advanced imaging techniques such as EEG and functional MRI have documented striking shifts in brain activity during Kundalini meditation. Studies indicate that consistent Kundalini practices alter brainwave patterns, significantly transitioning the brain from the chaotic, stress-driven beta waves toward calming alpha and deeply restorative theta states. These changes directly correlate with heightened emotional resilience, reduced anxiety, enhanced cognitive clarity, and profound spiritual insight. Furthermore, research into human biofields reveals that Kundalini practices generate measurable changes in your body's electromagnetic energy fields. Advanced electromagnetic sensing devices have detected increases in biofield coherence and energy intensity among individuals actively experiencing. In simpler terms, science confirms what ancient yogis have known intuitively for millennia: awakening Kundalini doesn't merely feel transformative, it physically transforms your energetic being, altering your body's subtle energy fields in ways previously thought impossible. Consider this carefully. For centuries, the West often dismissed Kundalini as mere mysticism, yet modern science now unequivocally validates the tangible, measurable impact of Kundalini awakening, bridging ancient spiritual wisdom with contemporary empirical evidence. These astonishing scientific revelations invited deeper reflection. Could awakening Kundalini offer the healing and transformation you've been seeking? Are you ready to explore this powerful energy with respect, mindfulness, and authenticity? As we move toward the conclusion of our exploration, we'll address crucial insights about safely navigating the Kundalini awakening process, highlighting key risks and essential precautions you must understand to fully embrace this transformative journey. Risks and precautions. Navigating Kundalini safely. Awakening your Kundalini energy can undeniably offer profound spiritual benefits, extraordinary emotional healing, and remarkable inner transformation. Yet, like any deep spiritual practice, Kundalini awakening demands careful consideration, mindful preparation, and clear awareness of its potential challenges. It's vital to approach this ancient energy with profound respect and measured caution, particularly if you're embarking on this journey later in life. Historically, yogis dedicated entire lifetimes to meticulous preparation for Kundalini awakening. They understood intuitively what modern researchers now affirm rushing or forcing the process can sometimes trigger overwhelming physical sensations or emotional turmoil, known today as Kundalini syndrome. Symptoms might include anxiety, insomnia, sudden mood fluctuations, heightened sensitivity to external stimuli, or vivid emotional memories surfacing unexpectedly. Such experiences, while sometimes challenging, are not inherently negative. Instead, they're powerful signals that your energetic body is undergoing significant shifts and purification. However, without proper guidance, these sensations can become confusing or distressing. If you're currently experiencing or have experienced similar symptoms, know this is common during Kundalini awakening, and you're not alone. Importantly, Western medicine has historically misunderstood these phenomena, occasionally misdiagnosing them as psychiatric disorders or neurological issues. A lack of knowledge surrounding Kundalini's authentic symptoms and transformative power has unfortunately led to unnecessary confusion and fear. This is precisely why proper guidance, trusted mentors, and authentic teachings remain critically important. But rest assured, these risks are not reasons to avoid Kundalini awakening entirely. Rather, they emphasize the importance of approaching this powerful spiritual journey responsibly, gradually, and ideally under the mentorship of an experienced teacher. Authentic Kundalini traditions consistently advocate gradual, balanced awakening rather than abrupt or forced activation. Properly guided practices including yoga postures, breathing exercises, mantra meditations, and chakra visualizations offer a safe, effective pathway to awaken Kundalini without overwhelming your energetic or emotional systems. Especially significant for senior individuals, gentle, gradual Kundalini practices can become profound sources of healing and renewal rather than discomfort. As you age, your emotional and energetic systems become more delicate, making patient preparation and respectful practices even more essential. Allow yourself sufficient time honoring your body's subtle signals, pacing yourself carefully, and always listening deeply to your inner guidance. Additionally, cultivating emotional and spiritual grounding throughout your awakening journey is crucial. Practices like grounding meditation, mindful breathing, journaling your experiences, and maintaining a consistent daily spiritual practice can offer essential emotional stability, helping you navigate energetic changes more comfortably. At this point, you might wonder what should you do if you encounter challenges or unexpected sensations during Kundalini awakening. Firstly, remain calm, grounded, and gentle with yourself. Acknowledge that profound inner transformation naturally involves emotional shifts and occasional discomfort. Secondly, seek reliable guidance, ideally from experienced spiritual mentors familiar with authentic Kundalini teachings, who can provide personalized support tailored to your unique experiences. Remember, the goal of Kundalini awakening isn't merely achieving ecstatic states or spiritual highs. Instead, it's about cultivating lasting emotional balance, spiritual clarity, and genuine inner peace. As you move through your Kundalini awakening journey, maintain clarity about your deeper intentions, allowing these intentions to guide your choices, practices, and responses to experiences along the way. Before concluding, take a moment to reflect deeply. Are you ready to embrace Kundalini awakening responsibly and consciously? Can you commit to patient, consistent practice, guided by genuine respect for this powerful spiritual force? Now that you understand clearly the importance of cautious yet courageous engagement with Kundalini, let's explore our final insights, summarizing precisely why Kundalini holds unmatched potential to transform your life, regardless of your age, and guiding you toward a fulfilling, enriching spiritual future. The true power of Kundalini within you. As we conclude this remarkable exploration of Kundalini energy, let's reflect on its profound significance, both historically and in our modern world. Kundalini is not merely spiritual mythology or abstract philosophy, it's a tangible, transformative energy residing within you, patiently awaiting your conscious awakening. Rooted deeply in ancient wisdom, Kundalini bridges past and present, spirituality and science, emotional healing and profound personal transformation. Throughout history, yogis and spiritual masters have treasured Kundalini awakening as the ultimate spiritual experience, a path toward lasting enlightenment, emotional liberation, and universal connectivity. Today, modern science powerfully confirms their wisdom, providing empirical evidence validating Kundalini's profound effects on your brainwaves, emotional resilience, and energetic fields. Yet, despite this impressive convergence of ancient tradition and contemporary science, Kundalini awakening remains deeply personal. Your journey toward awakening will be uniquely yours, shaped by your experiences, intentions, and authentic spiritual aspirations. Regardless of your age or current life circumstances, Kundalini offers unmatched potential to deepen your emotional well-being, clarify your spiritual purpose, and profoundly enrich your quality of life. Imagine stepping forward confidently, embracing Kundalini awakening as the key to discovering your highest self, an inner state of genuine peace, profound compassion, and unwavering spiritual clarity. This inner treasure lies within you right now, patiently waiting to guide your journey toward authentic inner transformation. As we conclude, I invite you wholeheartedly, if you resonated with this exploration and feel inspired to discover more, subscribe to Mystica Nexus. Join us in future videos as we continue sharing transformative wisdom and practical insights to guide your remarkable spiritual journey. We'll see you again soon, as we together uncover more of the ancient wisdom capable of enriching your life profoundly.